Namaste, fire signs, Grand Rising. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the planetary hot topics to add to your almanac for the next 7 days. On the 8th of October, Venus enters Virgo. This can lead you to have a more critical approach to the relationships in your life, focusing on imperfections rather than acceptance. View this period as a chance to clear emotional clutter and reevaluate your values in love and finances. Embrace the challenges as they promote contentment and devotion. On the 9th, Leo, the moon in Leo squares Uranus in Taurus. Prepare for sudden emotional shifts and unexpected disruptions in your plans and emotions. Restlessness combined with a desire for rebellion and the need for emotional freedom may arise. Stay adaptable as this period challenges your typical emotional responses. While Leo's moon seeks attention, Uranus in Taurus advocates for individuality, potentially leading to exciting breakthroughs and self-discovery. On the 10th, Pluto goes direct in Capricorn. Pluto resumes direct motion in Capricorn until the 20th of January 2024, before transitioning into Aquarius until 2044. Pluto's final return to Capricorn occurs between the 1st of September and the 19th of November 2024. Utilize this time in the goat sign to reflect on the lessons you've learned over the past decade. As Pluto nears the end of its Capricorn journey, concentrate on finalizing adjustments related to your goals, direction, and responsibilities or structures. On the 11th, the moon in Virgo trines Jupiter in Taurus. Taking occasional breaks and easing up on yourself will be beneficial to you in the long run. Embrace the opportunity to step back from your routine, as it can offer you much needed space and a sense of liberation. On the 12th, Mars enters Scorpio. With Mars in Scorpio, your energy and drive intensify, making this an excellent time for dedicating yourself to tasks and responsibilities, overcoming defeats and initiating positive changes through your willpower. Also on the 12th, the moon enters Libra. Your loved ones might need assistance. You could be the one to provide the emotional support. Helping others can bring you emotional ease and fulfillment. On the 13th, Mars in Scorpio trines Saturn in Pisces. Discipline and strong work ethic must prevail. Stand up for your loved ones and discern who truly supports you. This period tests your loyalties and reveal genuine allies. On the 14th, the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. This eclipse in Libra heralds a favorable time for new partnerships, commitments, and compromises. Diplomacy and charm will be your strengths. It will enable you to bring everyone on the same page. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cat Wave. Namaste! Grand Rising fire signs, welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your next 7 days. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Big Cat Wave. Let's dive in and unpack. As you requested the dice again, we'll go with the dice, darling. The red dice is immediate intel. The white dice is to back it up. Wow. You have a 2, darling dears. Over the next 7 days, expect some kind of adventure. For some,
It's going to be an extremely lucky period. This is good news, gifts, compliments, maybe even a win on the lottery. But it's also about what? Travel, darling dears. Yes, baby, travel broadens your horizons, or the plans that you have around travel are going to be going smoothly. If you're in a business, a partnership will be fortuitous to you over the next 7 days. And in the information to back that up is a 1, which is telling you to evaluate, question everything, darling dears. Yes, they may be complimenting you and all that. This may be a lucky period, but why are they all on your DICK? Yes. You want to know why they're on your NUTS? Question and evaluate everything, darling dears. I told you, I don't care. Even if they come in holding Jesus and Buddha's hand, I'm still going to what? Research you, darling dears. Keyboard gangster, 144 on the counter. When the chosen assemble, big cat wave. I love it. I don't hate it. The energy of the 1 is about to remind you not to attempt nothing major in your life until after. You listening, big cat? Are you listening? You're not to attempt anything in your life until after the next new moon. All right. Hold on a sec. Excuse me whilst I will play. I just got a message in from one of my progenies. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, not to attempt anything major, the signing of contracts or anything until after the next new moon, darling dears. The next new moon is a solar eclipse, and it will be in Libra on the 14th of October. So if you're going to make any money moves, right, wait until after the 14th of October 2023. Love it. Right. Let's press on. We're going to get your oracle ancestral message. Let's wake up the deck. Ancestral message for my fire signs. For the next 7 days. Ancestral message for my fire signs. This card is so big. Alright. Oh, you have 2. The first one is The Secret. The unknown mysteries and wonder, darling dears. You are mysterious to many. And it also speaks about you, what? Keeping your own counsel. Some of you are HEYOKA High Priest or Priestess, darling dears. It's on the number 40. 40 goes down to a 4. In numerology, the 4 is about what? Your manifestations. This is about you creating new stability and structure for yourself over the next 7 days, darling dears. Divine wants you to keep it under your hat. We've got a lot of, I would say this is like, what is this? It's like an orangey kind of a color, pinky orange. It speaks about success, darling dears. You don't see it coming. You can barely see the orange in the background, darling dears. But it's coming through, darling dears. It's about you being what? Enthusiastic about what's to come. Yes, it's unknown. And you have to remember, when it comes in, you're going to have to keep your own counsel. Not everybody that shows up and presents as a friend is a friend. Remember, I told you that. Right? The number 40 is going to be important to you over the next 7 days. 40 or 4. You also have the number 7, the tree of illumination, truth, revelations, and understanding. What did I say? Certain things are about to be revealed to you, darling dears. It's something that you've been working towards, but as I said, you're going to have to keep it to yourself. This also reminds me of the tree of life, darling dear, the fool's journey. You can't, I just noticed this. Can you see spirit in the background about to gift you with what? Higher knowledge. Major revelations are going to be revealed to you over the next 7 days. This is about you, what? Holding your gangster, controlling your emotions, darling dears, and realize that certain things were set off for you, right? Not to you. Remember, I told you that. Absolutely lovely. Lovely. we've got the colours of, I'm seeing the green. The green is what is standing out to me, darling dears. It speaks about freshness coming towards you. For those that are seeking pregnancy, you're going to get the green light, darling dears. But it also speaks about being inexperienced in certain roles and fields. But you have to also understand, if you're inexperienced, the best thing for you to do is to keep silent, darling dear. Why? Because you're the wisest person in the room. Yes, baby. Not every conversation must you have what input for, darling dears. Listen with your ears and your eyes. Definitely looks like High Priestess energy in the star. Somebody's moving into being illuminated. This is about being admired, darling dears, for your skills. People read you wrong, my fire sign. They only knew you on surface level. They didn't know who you were to the core. Well, guess what? Big surprise is about to be in their face over the next 7 days. So the number 40 and the number 7 and the number 4 is going to be very important to you. Let's get a domino. Oh, you didn't get one, you got 3, darling dears. That doesn't happen often. When you cast, I said, let's get a domino, and I picked up the rune stones. Freudian slip meant to come out. And that came out as 2. Good God, this is a lot of intel. All right. So Divine wants me to read the dominoes, does it? Okay, we'll do it. All right, past situation. In the past, you was going through some kind of a tower moment. This is Hagalaz, darling dears, represented by the tower card in tarot. It's in the upright. It speaks about destruction, but sometimes things have to be destructed in order for them to be recreated in the manner or fashion they was meant to be. It also speaks about test. Somebody's got a test or going to be taking some kind of a test. You're about to pass the test. This is about challenges that change you, darling dears, change you for the better. Hagalaz is represented by the number 16, as well as the number 9. Past energy, darling dears, past energy. This could be something like a divorce, but a divorce, ending of a friendship, crisis in relationships, or how people related to you, which led to a lot of arguments. It also brought separation into your life, darling dears. You lost the feeling for someone, a person, place, or thing in the path, but this is a new path for you. Your pride was wounded, but you're stronger for it. A dramatic change is on the tableau for you, darling dears. On the tableau for you. And I told you, with the energy of the 2, for some it's a very lucky period. It could be a win on the lottery. This could be the sudden change, darling dears. For others, it's the gifts, compliments. Gifts could be intel, darling dears. Does not necessarily mean it has to be something material. A gift could be knowledge, which enlightens you to what? Be more illuminated, so you have a better idea of what's going on, darling dears. Something profound that changes your thinking. Love it. The numerology of the 2 is about partnerships. It's ruled by the moon, so it's about balance, darling dears, but it's also about using your intuition. The moon rules Cancer as well as Pisces energy. We also have leaning bestie, Temperance. This is Ewas, represented by the letter Y, as well as the number 13 and 14. It speaks about trustworthiness. Somebody's going to be telling you a secret, darling dears. You're going to have to keep that secret. Remember, I told you that if somebody opens up to you in a weak moment, it's not for you to what? Be the town crier. Because karma is around. When somebody tells you a secret from their soul, darling dears, karma is attached to that. And when somebody goes and frivolously bandies your business around because their life is so small and tawdry, they have to speak about what's going on with you, darling dears. They don't realize they're creating karma for themselves. You trusted them, darling dears. This is also a reminder to not put your trust in everything. Man will always fail you. Have your trust in the Most High. And when I say that, we have Uraz next to it. Uraz is the Hierophant in Tarot, the God card. Yes, baby. In the upright, I might add. This also speaks about somebody returning to their physical strength and speed. This is taking a healthier attitude or healthier routines in life. It also speaks about somebody's carnal desires are returning, for want of a better word, because YouTube doesn't love certain words, darling dears. The Hierophant energy also speaks about some kind of a ceremony. It could be a wedding, but I'm hearing a teacher. Somebody's a teacher. This is about an upgrade, a promotion. Maybe you're going to be the head teacher of the school or the head of your department, or you're starting a new form of teaching, darling dear, opening your own business. But it also speaks about the formal training that you've had. You're about to utilize them, darling dears. For others, this is about being engaged or getting married to someone who is highly religious. Maybe you found your kingdom partner, and this is what the final step, the marriage, darling dears. But the marriage is, for some, it's the final step, but marriage is a work in progress. You have to work on it on a daily basis. You have to choose each other on a daily basis, and it's about love, honor, respect, loyalty, to name a few, darling dears. Uraz is represented by the letters U and V, the numbers 2 and 5. You also have the double blank. Good God and gosh. Be on the alert for unexpected trouble. I told you, as you're being, because people can't understand what's going on with you, you're very mysterious to them, darling dears. They may even see you as somebody who's highly spiritual. Maybe you're a tarot reader. Maybe you do some other form of spiritual work. It could be hands-on, like I don't know, massage, aromatherapy, Reiki, whatever it is, darling dears. Somebody's going to try and start trouble for you in that area, but it's right next to the God card. It's going to be unfounded, but it's going to be a minor disturbance for you over the next 7 days. We also have the energy of the 8. The numerology of the 8 is about empowerment, darling dears. It is. It's about you having mastered something. You took action towards something and you mastered it. The energy of the 8 is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn rules Capricorn as well as Aquarius energy. This is manifestation mode, darling dears. And 8 is the number of what? Money. Skrilla.com, darling dears. Something that you've been working towards. Your ambitions are about to be realized and you're about to be paid. Never the maid. Love it. I don't hate it. We have the 3 and the 5. The 3 is the Empress. This is about you knowing your worth, Earth and Venus energy. And the 5 is the Hierophant, and Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So it's about your values, darling. What you value. It could be your income. Your security, your possessions, darling dears, your resourcefulness, but it's about your self-esteem. Everything is talking about your self-esteem, darling dears. The 3-5 speaks about a visitor. Somebody's coming to visit you, darling dears. Baby! And someone who's coming to visit is about to start some form of trouble for you. Listen, I keep telling you, get yourself some security cameras, some ring doorbells and all of that, right? And what you do when this troublemaker comes to your doorway, you go to an upper window with shiz and you drop it. They'll think the sky's falling in, just like chicken licking. And it's your responsibility as a spiritual being having a human experience to what? Call 911, 999 or 119 or whatever the emergency services to have the basura removed from your walkway so nothing can interrupt the big cat fire sign walking. Oh, hell no. Get yourself a shiz, darling dears. Someone is about to make some unnecessary trouble. The Temperance speaks about the patience as well as you waiting, darling dear. You had to balance out your life. This is a difficult journey, but it's all about the lesson, darling dears, the things that you learn along the way, not the ending of the journey. because that's dodo dead. But when God say yes, no one can say no. So whatever trouble they're going to try and bring to your doorway, darling dears, it's going to be nipped in the bud. Tower moment is that you're not the same person that you used to be. Maybe you was easily a pushover, but you're realizing in some cases that you was the prize, you was the gift, you was the one that was always bigging them up, making them feel good. Well, guess what? You've cut off that supply once you evaluated what you was losing in a situation. All right, lots of intel there. Let's get a quick deck and sip my mocha, because we ain't getting smoke, blood. Bruh, what's this dream? Okay. Base of your deck, we've got Emperor energy. So this is you bossing up. The Emperor also represents a future husband or wife. Yeah. There's a lot of people that you're not speaking to at this moment in time. This set of cards is very important. Okay. Let's see what comes out of this set of cards. What went down in the past that we need to know? What past energy from the past 7 days is still being bandied around? Thank you. Yeah, research, darling dears. Again, it's about the evaluation of it all. You had to find out certain things in a situation, but you had to be stealth-like. The King of Swords is somebody who does not show their emotions. This is about you having to be, you had to be cool hand Luke over the past 7 days. The King of Swords is also about you being more wiser and mature. Maybe this could represent a partner that's come towards you, darling dears. But it's about someone that came towards you that took swift action. It could be love bombing. It could be. Or they recognize that you are rare, darling dears. But it also reminds me that you are truthful and you're thinking more clearly. Yeah, last week you was feeling more powerful, a lot stronger and more resilient. All right, let's give it another shufti. Clarify this King of Swords for the past energy. Yeah, you made a choice, darling dears. You didn't want to be around the shady bogady. 7 of Cups on its face. Moved away from a situation that was a temptation and a distraction in your life. Yeah, current energy around you is justice, darling dears. Listen, this is the ending of a relationship, whether a marriage, a business relationship, a friendship. Justice in the upright is Libra energy. Libra is the 7th house, the house of what? Contractual partnerships. Whether marriage, friendships, alliances, and it also speaks about open enemies. Alliances or conflict, darling, as well as legal matters. Somebody has a legal matter coming towards them over the next 7 days. Why do I say that? Because both are from the King of Swords to the Justice cards. The sword is in the upright, so somebody's going to have to balance out a legal situation that's coming on. The Justice card also says that this is going to be a season of resolution over the next 7 days for you, creating freedom for yourself, but it's going to cause a painful ending to others. If this is a court case, darling dears, it's about to go in your favor. HR, anything to do with seriousness, darling dears, that had your what? Buttocks on the line. It's about to change in your favor. This one wanted to come off. Yeah, because what you're seeking is seeking you. The 2 of Cups is about balance, darling dears. The Justice card could also represent a marriage. A marriage of minds, because this is not a situation that you want to get in, especially if you're just coming out of something, choosing to leave a situation where it was a lot of disillusion. You need some time to what? Be in your own energy, so you can listen to your higher self, so you can, because you'll never be the person that you was before when you met these hoodwinkers. You're different because you have higher knowledge, King of Swords. You understand a thing or two and you've learned to read the room, shorty. The 2 of Cups on the Justice card also speaks about some kind of marriage, engagement, or romance, darling dears, meeting someone, which is what poetic justice after what you've been through. As I said, this week you're going to be getting a lot of compliments, maybe even gifts, people going out of their way to find out who's that cat. What else do we need to know? Your hard work is about to pay off big time, darling dears. Some of you may even be teachers, but it's a skill set. A skill set that is unique to you. 8 of Pentacles in the upright, I might add. It speaks about you having mastered some kind of craft. This is compassionate. You may even be a counselor. As I said, somebody is also a teacher, darling dears. But this is accolades. This is also about you not allowing your emotions to be pulled about like taffy. You understand your loyalty, darling dears, but you have to work on yourself, not to be loyal to situations that are no longer loyal to you, and to learn to read people's energy. And the first impression is, as well as the first thought around this person, is your higher self speaking to you. It's normally the correct one. Queen of Cups is telling me that you're extremely nurturing, darling dear, and loyal. What's beneath you over the next 7 days? But money's looking good. But this is about success, the 8 of Pentacles, being recognized. Recognized for your hard work. This is also higher learning for some. But this new direction that you're committed to, you've raised the bar, darling dears. And again, it's working with your hands. It could be teaching arts and crafts. That just fell out, darling dears. But you're doing something major. Tangible things. And again, I'm hearing counseling, some form of counseling. Maybe you're seeking it, darling dears. Pentacles could also speak about paying for counseling over the next 7 days. Base of the deck, we've got the Page of Wands, which is a message coming towards you. But it's also about you actively going after these new ideas and dreams. What's beneath you is toxic situations. You're not looking back, mate. You understand Lot's wife. Yeah, you see things from a different perspective. You are no longer sacrificing yourself to situations and circumstances that no longer serve you. 2 of Wands also speaks about travel, darling dears. Physically moving. But it's also a reminder to act on these new ideas and assess the progress you've made so far. This is about you looking towards your future, turning your back on toxicity once and for all. And for others, this is about a sexual attraction. A sexual attraction that's going to cause you to pause, darling dears. But you, listen, I don't care who it is. Like I said, everyone gets interviewed, mate. So you can toe tag and straight ziplock and drop. Come through you on Jeezy, posh, clap. What is above you? What does Divine want you to know? Again, messages coming in quickly, and it also speaks about travel. Yeah, travel. But it also, with the travel with the 4 of Pentacles, darling dears, this is traveling to a new home, business, new state of mind. The Wands is about spiritual, darling dears, coming to a higher spiritual level. This is about you being more confident about yourself, feeling more secure. But for others, this is a new business, a new job, a new line of career. But it also speaks about you not being a spendthrift, not putting your money just out there. This is about careful spending over the next 7 days. Your money looks good. You've got 12 of Pentacles there. Definitely a new beginning for you, darling dears, because you've matured emotionally. You're no longer being run by your emotions, darling dears, because you understand when you make a decision with your emotions, it's a temporary, make a decision on temporary emotions could change and ruin your life, darling dears. This is about you learning to read the room, understanding certain situations were put there for you to see the wood for the trees, darling dears, and for you to realize that with cutting them off, you shouldn't feel bad about leaving situations, even a job, whatever the paradigm is for you. Don't feel bad because you have blessings coming towards you in your future, but you have to turn your back. Tower moment, creating these freedoms for yourself and painful endings for others. Split the deck. You're about to be recognized for your work, and this is also the marriage card. Somebody's about to meet their true love's first kiss, but you're being watched, darling dears. The blessed and highly favored are always under surveillance. A bitter Betty or a bitter Benjamin who would love to come out of the cold. But if they're already out there, let them stay where they are. Two of Pentacles is somebody who is definitely struggling and struggling. This is somebody who's amongst the horde. And wherever they are, they ain't getting no help, but they manifested that. Listen, let the past bury the past. Let's get one final card to finish out this read. Final energies for the fire sign. You hold all of the cards, darling dears. Not going to look at the ones underneath. Well, maybe I am. You was dealing with a narc, darling dears. You ended a situation for this new beginning. You had a lot of narcissistic behaviors around you, darling dears. And when you're around that behavior for some time, you do pick up on this. As I said, a new business, a new job, a new home, a new career. Right? All because you chose you, darling dear. Somebody's also using the pendulum, the butterfly effect, and seduction. Somebody sees your transformation, darling dears, and they want to use old moves to draw you back to what, Guantanamo Bay, to what past life situations, things that you've overcome. Just discard. This is a time for you to decide what's best for you. No matter what anybody else wants, you have to remember you've got one life to live on this Malkuth, and you have to live it according to your life purpose. This person, place, or thing, golden mirrors and narc, darling dear, was put there for you to teach you so that you'd learn that you hold all of the cards, darling dears. What does it say? Take a chance, a risk. Be strategic. You've got options. Not showing your hand. Taking a gamble on you. And it also speaks about what? Not settling for what was. This is ever forwards, never backwards. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, my patrons, or simply come back here. I also upload on the TikToks. If you'd like a personal read from me, please hit me up in the Gmail. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Big Cat Wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, 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 cat.